Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to season 3, episode 7 of the Multilife podcast. Remember to go follow our Instagram at multilife.pod. And now we're going to go around and say hello.
What's up, y'all? It's Anthony. Happy to be back for another week, and I'm ready to get into it this week. I'm ready.
What's up, guys? This is Garrett. I'm glad to be back as well.
Hi, guys. It's Melissa Ann.
Hello, everyone. It's Spencer. And today we have a special guest with us.
Yay!
Yeah!
Hi, everyone. My name is Emily, and I'm really excited to be a guest on the podcast. I've listened to a lot of episodes, so it feels really cool to be actually on one. So thank you for having me.
Of course. So
Yeah.
Emily is my college roommate, and so we've been friends for a while, and something that we really bond over is K-pop, obviously. Like, we're always sending reels about K-pop to each other.
Yes.
So Emily, can you tell the audience like your knowledge of a K-pop, or like your experience with it? Like, how long have you been into K-pop, and what groups do you like, and stuff like that?
Yeah, for sure. So I would say I got introduced to K-pop when I was in middle school. Like my friend showed me the music video for FX's song called Chew. It's like a really old song, but that was my first introduction. And then someone sent me something from like Big Bang, like just more of like the OG groups. And that's kind of like where I started liking K-pop. So I listened to a lot of like EXO and like GOT7, like BTS, and then later on like 17, Twice, Red Velvet, just like a lot of like different groups. And I also like to listen to like some solo artists as well. Like, remember my first concert that I went to was actually an Eric Nam concert when he came down to Austin, so that was really fun. I also listened to some like K R&B, like like G Soul or like Crush, Dean, like BB, just
Mhm.
like some other like solo
Mhm.
artists too. So I feel like we got like a wide range. I used to be like really um like I guess like I used to like follow the groups like really closely. Like, oh, I'd watch like what variety shows they were on, like the
Mhm.
the
Mhm.
shows or the like M Countdown, or just like the different performances that they had. And then I think like slowly over time, like maybe I got interested in other things, or I just felt like I couldn't keep up because there were too many things going on. So I think like middle school and high school were definitely peak like K-pop times where I'd be listening a lot and watching a lot of videos. And then it kind of slowly faded a little bit. I would still listen to like different songs here and there, but not as much as watching all of like the content. So yeah, that's a little bit about me and like K-pop stuff.
Yay!
Nice. We got an OG listener.
That's
Yes, I
Yes.
do really like the OG groups. I miss the like older songs, like the older gen songs. They
Mhm.
all feel really nostalgic, but it's really
Mhm.
interesting to see how like K-pop and like the Korean music scene has like evolved like over the years. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Definitely.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
changes, a lot of things that have evolved over the years. It's cool. It's especially cool to like that not only are there newer groups, right, making new stuff now that they have a completely different sound or a different kind of way of producing these things now, but
Hmm.
also uh we get some reunion concerts. I mean, like IOI is having a
Yes.
Yes,
reunion pretty
yes,
Yeah.
I
soon.
saw that. Hmm.
We get some, like you said, like you listen to soloists or whatever. A lot of the times, maybe older groups might have soloists that
Yeah.
release things, or
Mhm.
or even there are some times where a really old group is still kicking and still
Yeah.
releasing great stuff, and so that's awesome. Definitely an enjoyable way to be enjoying your K-pop. So, without further ado, I think we can get into our rating section. Just for a reminder for y'all at home, we rate our songs K1 through K5, with K1 being dislikable, K5 being repeatable. If you want a full explanation, you can go check our pinned reel on Instagram or any of our other socials. And this episode, will be introducing our first song. All right, so we've got See Through by SOYOU. Speaking of, soloists from an older group,
Mhm.
this is a member of Sistar.
Yes.
Oh,
Very,
really?
very
Okay.
classic group. They've got some heat, some bangers in their discography for sure. So always excited to see how that translates outside of the group as well. Like, I mean, another example is like Mamamoo and all of Hwasa's
Mhm.
solo tracks,
Mhm.
Solar's solo tracks. um yeah, Moonbyul, how they all have their like individual style, but how, I mean, you can kind of see the connections with how they're how they may influence their group's music or the group's direction, that kind of stuff. Um, so I guess firstly, I just want to say about the song in general that this is simply right down my alley. This is just the way that we kind of structure this episode is, or the episodes, is that Melissa Ann will come and often bring us just like a big list of kind of the recent releases, and they're like, okay, which one of y'all, each one everybody pick one, see which one speaks to you, whatever. And I this week I was like, can I add my own recommendation? Yeah, I mean, this song, it's got a nice, persistent, prominent bass line, great vocal melody. I mean, like, if I had to make a complaint, I think my only complaint would be how they handle that, like, post-chorus transition of, like, the like, I think maybe that just gets a little too quick, and I'd rather a little bit more melodic and, like, maybe an 8-bar transition or whatever, but I can't be too picky. I think related to how her older songs are, it's quite different from, the sound is quite different from her older stuff or her first couple EPs. But I think when you compare it to like PDA, which was her previous single from last year, I would say that I can very clearly see the musical direction and how it connects to that release. Yeah, really cool retro vibe for the MV with the bowling alley and everything. Yeah, I mean, this is a K5 for me. I just wanted to bring it up because I'm excited about this, and yeah, it's always cool to see older, I mean, she's like mid-30s, early 30s, so it's not like, but older groups, more established persons, right, releasing their newer tracks, doing their own things, and yeah, very cool. What did y'all think?
So Anthony, wait, I'm curious, how did you discover this song? Because I hadn't posted it in our Discord yet. So how did you find it?
Caleb put me on. I
Oh.
got another buddy who he and I, well, previously in like 2022, 23, 24, whatever, I would make my own yearly K-pop playlist that is everything that I'm listening to, everything that's K4 and above just goes in the playlist. And starting last year, I believe, maybe at the end of 24, but starting last year, he and I both contribute to a like playlist. So he has
Oh.
other stuff that might appeal to him more. I have other stuff that might appeal to me more. And we both contribute to that, and we both get a little bit of extra stuff that we might have missed or might not catch just in our own spheres. So this
Mhm.
was a song that he threw in there. I was just listening to it on or I was shuffling this year's playlist on my way to work. It came up. I went, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And so yeah, I wanted to talk about it here.
Nice, nice. Yeah, thanks so much for introducing it to us. I rated this song a K, not quite as high, maybe a 3.5. I thought it was very vibey and just very artistic. Just not a typical like pop, I want to make a viral song kind of sound. You could tell she really cares about her craft. And I thought the music video could have been a little bit more interesting. I don't know. It was like interesting, but I felt like it was just hard to follow along sometimes what was happening. Uh but I would recommend listening to the rest of the album because it's very cohesive and just sounds great. So I don't have many notes for this, but I guess it's just not exactly my style, but I can appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. I beg to differ, Melissa Ann,
Oh.
about the music video because I don't know about you, but that's probably the first time I've ever seen what's behind the bowling alley.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Maybe I watch too much
uh,
like how it's made, or like too
uh,
much random stuff like that on YouTube.
but yeah, no, besides that, like I completely agree. I'd rate it a K4. So I've kind of, I guess, made my decision on the half scale. But yeah, I completely agree with you, Melissa Ann. Super vibey. Um, I guess it's just I really only have a few notes, like 2 notes about it, and this one just stood out to me. And I think it's just because of the nature of the songs that I listen to are very, I guess, like, bass heavy and driven. But for some reason, I just liked it's been a while since I heard a bass, like, in the background of an instrumentation without it being super overpowering or like controlling. So, I mean, I know that kind of beat and sound is super common in more R&B songs, but it's just been so long since I've heard it. I think that's why I rated it super high. So maybe some recency bias, but I feel like the K4 rating will hold over time. It's just such a chill song to listen to.
Well, I thought it was good. I also disagree with Melissa, and I thought the music video was pretty. I thought it was like almost a whole K drama in like just like 2 minutes. I really enjoyed what Anthony said. It was a retro vibe. I think it was interesting how they included a lot of different uh I don't know what you call it, like film quality. Like they included like a lot of
Yeah, yeah.
like blurred pictures. They included black and white. They got the dark scenes, the light scene, or well, they didn't really have any light scenes, but
Yeah, some are like more grainy than others,
yeah,
like
Mhm.
to mimic
Yeah.
like a film, Yeah.
it was like one of those you kind of like could submit in like a video contest, and I it was really good. I really enjoyed it, but I like the lyrics, the vibe of the music video, very chill and pretty cool bowling alley. I thought it was interesting that I was trying to figure out what the shirt was on her, and it was a Wrangler cowboy jeans shirt, and I
Yeah,
was
I
like, "That's
noticed that
that shirt
Mm.
is pretty cool." But it didn't have anything to do with bowling, but but it was the cool shirt. And I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
Shout out the
I know
stylists.
Wrangler. I wear Wrangler."
Unfortunately for me, I'm probably giving it like the lowest rating. Actually, Garrett, what did you rate it? I don't know.
I gave it a K4.
K4. Okay.
Oh, K4.
So okay, personally for me, like the first time, so I watched like the MV and listened to the song at the same time. Unfortunately for me, I think for the first listen, it's probably like a K 2.5 for me because I feel like there are, I guess, like a lot of songs that I've listened to that are similar to this vibe, and I may have to listen to it more to see like how it stands
Mm.
out. But I definitely like I thought of you, Anthony, because I think you mentioned about like nighttime, like driving or whatever. Like I could totally see you putting this on a playlist like that. So
That's
I
funny.
could see that there. And I do like the music video as well. Like I do like the retro vibes. I liked how they switched between yeah, like the color and like monochrome, some a little grainy and things like that. It was really like cinematic, and I think the storyline was like interesting, just kind of like playful and mysterious in a way. And I haven't seen like SOYOU in like a really, really long time. I haven't really like kept up with her or anything. So really great to like see her back again, just like one of the OG like groups. She's still super pretty and really like her voice, and yeah, it was like a chill song, but I guess like it didn't stand out as much to me, but maybe I can give it like another listen. So
Mm.
Mhm.
Emily, I was wondering, since you know some older K-pop, do you remember her song "Some"?
I think so.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like what really that was like really viral at the time.
Mhm. Mhm.
And I wonder what it was from 2014, but
Okay.
it was like a duet, remember?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
That sounds really familiar. I'm sure if I hear like the chorus or something, I'll be like, "Yep, I know."
It's like 낮은 밤에 내 거에는
Okay,
내
I know it. Yep.
거는. I
That
Yep.
is a
really like
good
that song
one.
from her. It's
Was
so
that with
good.
what was
Lil
his name?
Boy? I don't know him.
Okay. He's a
Little
rapper.
boy.
Yeah.
I don't know. It wouldn't be my rap name,
Yeah.
but that's all good. I respect it.
Yeah, that's a classic.
Yeah, it's a good one. She has like a good raspy voice, and I love raspy
Hmm.
voices,
Yeah.
so
No, her vocals. I think her vocals fit this style a lot of
Hmm.
this
yeah.
song for
Hmm.
sure. Like, I can definitely see Emily. I think, I have a similar view of you that I'm like, it does sound like a lot of similar songs of this
Hmm.
genre or whatever. But I think I just really like this genre of
Yeah.
stuff. So I'm just like, pile it on. Like, just make the playlist bigger. Like, please.
Perfect,
So,
perfect.
but yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely see where you're going with that of how, it does like, I was watching this like, I think it was a Hank Green video recently where he kind of talks about how, oh no, anyway, it was kind of talking about how like in maybe it was. Anyway, in like, this is a complete tangent, but in
Okay.
like the Chinese automobile industry, right, when they're making EVs, right, the reason that the costs are so low and all the competition is so like fierce and all that stuff is that they take what someone else did, they copy it, and then they tweak it like a little bit.
Yeah.
Like they basically copy the design or whatever, like all of the, like the whole thing 1-to-1 or whatever. Then they'll be like, okay, what improvements can we make? Can we tweak this? Can we tweak this? Can we tweak this? And then they release that as a new product. And I kind of maybe view the music sphere in a similar way, where you don't always have to be your own sound that no one like replicates or that no one really can copy because you're so unique or whatever. Like it's enough, I think, to take a genre that's effective and that has a following and add your little twang, your little twist or whatever, and that makes it yours. And I think that makes it unique and enjoyable in the same way that maybe a completely unique sound would. And that's from my perspective of things. But so I agree with what you say, in fact. But for me, it feeds into my enjoyment.
Right in your alley, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think this will be like the first time I don't have a transition or a pun. But
It's okay, bro. I'll still let you stay the night.
There you go.
There you have it.
I knew I could count on you.
I got you, man.
So yeah, we'll be looking at Stay the Night by VVS. I don't even know where to start. I can't believe I missed this group when they debuted in 2025. Or I'm assuming they debuted because that was when their first release was in 2025. And yeah, I mean, I listened to the song. It was K5. I mean, like, we're talking like a girl group that I need, like an old group. Like, this is exactly like the kind of group I was looking for. Like,
Really?
well, yeah, I mean, like, I'm like kind of like into like the rap side of like K-pop, and like this, none of it sounded forced. It was flowing. I mean, it's almost like a whole album of just kind of like K-pop, K-rap, and so like I literally spent like the entire morning. I kind of like I went over the other list of the songs, but then like I just went and listened to the whole album, and then I listened to their previous songs, and I'm like, dude, I can't believe I missed this. And then I even went for like concert tickets, and I was like, oh my gosh, we should go. But then,
Oh
he was
yeah.
talking about it, and he was like, dude, I literally talked about it like 2 days ago. Like, how'd you just can't believe I missed it. But
Yeah, for context, there's another K-pop boy group also called VVS that are touring. So
yeah,
then there's a little bit of confusion about whether we can actually go see VVS, the girl group. But no, you
Yeah.
would be seeing the wrong VVS.
Yeah.
but okay. Anyways, back to the song. I really enjoyed it. The MV was fantastic. It was literally like a movie where like each person has a specific role, and then like they meet up. And I don't know if anybody watched it to like the very end, but at the end it says to be continued. So I hope like their next release, it literally continues that storyline of where they left off. And I think I don't know if any other K-pop groups have done that, but it'd be very interesting to see something new like that. It'll keep somebody on edge to, I mean, if they
Yeah.
even like the group, they can follow like the movie setup. And
Yeah, it's kind of like how Le Seraphim does their like at that like tagline or whatever of their next release, the teaser at the very end after they're like Le Seraphim, and then it has like the one line or whatever. But to your point, it would be cool to see just like okay, this is this music video, now it's this music video, right? Like, and then you kind of have that combined story. I don't know if that has been done in K-pop music videos before. That would be cool.
yeah, and then I look forward to future releases. I do recommend listening to the entire album if you like this kind of music, of course. But I'm just glad I found like two groups now that I can follow. The first group, Long Shot, and now I got this group. I I'm happy. I I got 2 groups I can listen to on repeat now.
Who's
So
your VVS bias, Garrett?
I haven't gone that far, you know, it's only been like 2 hours, so
Oh.
Yeah, he likes the slow burn. He likes the slow burn.
Yeah, yeah.
I
So
gotta
I'm
get
hearing
more
you didn't
like
do your homework until the day of.
yeah.
You just expose yourself. Okay.
Uh,
I would say just from the music video alone, my bias would probably be the one who was cooking with the chef hat. That
Oh,
was
yeah.
my favorite one.
Mhm. I'll go next. It was good. I would rate it a K3. I think my favorite from the EP was Bottles.
Mhm.
Um,
Oh my gosh, I can't believe you say that song, but okay, it was your
what's your
Wait,
opinion,
why?
Garrett? Yeah, what's your
yeah,
I'm
opinion?
just surprised that was your favorite song because I feel like you would say that would be like my favorite song, and like that
yeah,
song is like so far like kind of different from like what the K-pop or like even K-rap
yeah.
scene would even really be.
Hmm.
It is pretty vulgar, so I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean, I really like going back to like Stay the Night. I really liked it. I I don't know why I would say it was a K3. I think like in relation to the other songs on the EP, I think that's why I kind of rate it lower. But I mean, a lot of their like older songs that they have, I mean, older 1 year, but it's just a lot better than this song, even though it's a great comeback. I just like how they use the word "riz" without it feeling, like, forced. Like, it just comes out more naturally in this to me, and I forgot that or I think it's X Love that they're one of their songs is called "Riz," and I was just, not on board with it. But, I don't know. What a fun music video too, like Yura had said, and then I think just the thing that's most interesting to me about this song, or I guess about this group in general, is how, like, their last release, they had one explicit song or, um actually, let me look it up real
Yes, I
quick.
have it pulled up. You're right. It's Dim. That's
Yeah,
the
they had
explicit
one
one.
explicit
Keep my
song,
mouth.
and even the title track for that, or not title track, but, like, "Touch It" could have been labeled as an explicit song if they, like, kept the original, I guess, version for some of the lyrics. Like, they say "bishes" instead of, like, the actual word, like SH instead of TCH.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, but I just love how they went full explicit on this album. Like, they were just like, "Okay, forget trying to make it, I guess comply with explicit or, like, non-explicit ratings.
Yeah.
They're like, "Screw that. We're just gonna go all out," and I just love that they did that because it makes them sound so like, to me, so much cooler and so much more natural than trying to kind of make it kid friendlier, I guess, or try to comply with whatever
You telling me you
kind
don't
of
like Kids
standards.
Bop, man? You hating on Kids
Eh,
Bop?
I'm not hating on Kiss Bop, but if that's your thing, Anthony, if that's what you like
Okay,
listening to in
man.
the car,
Okay.
you go
I get
ahead.
it, bro.
With the 5 CDs in your sun visor and everything. Uh, but yeah. No, Stay the Night was really good. I'd rate it a K3. Bottles was my favorite from the EP.
Yeah. I at the beginning when they were all holding that like gem, like and they were just passing all that around or whatever, I just couldn't stop. Do y'all know the meme of like the dude on the subway with the magnifying glass that's like looking at the guy next to him and it's like a gem on the phone? You know what I'm talking about? It's this meme.
No.
This is all that's
Uh,
all that I could think about while I was watching that beginning of the thing. Just because I see that meme so much nowadays of just like when a post is really, really good, the top comment will just be like that or the meme of like the gambler's fallacy where like the one guy like gives up in
oh
mining and then the
yeah.
other one is like continuing to go and the diamonds are right there. Anyway, um I I also feel like this song was a little bit of a step back from Dim. Diamonds in My Mouth, right? I at least the first half of the song is. I think after the second chorus, it picked up more. The flows were better. I think I liked the overall product of after the second chorus more. I also, I thought the line "I'm Jason, I'm Freddy, I'm Chucky, I'm Michael, I'm him." I thought that was pretty good.
What is that a
Yeah,
reference to? I'm very.
it's horror villain. So like Jason from Friday the 13th, Freddy Krueger from Nightmare on Elm Street, Chucky from Chucky, right? Yeah, and Michael
Yeah.
Myers from Halloween.
Oh.
But yeah, I thought something else that was interesting. This is my last thought on the song. I give the song a K 3.5. I think that it's still good, and I like the rap element. I kind of agree with Garrett that this group executes rap in one of the best ways that I've seen a K-pop group do rap. Right, like not an explicit K-rap artist or whatever, but I think that they do a good job. Something I thought was interesting is that this song, the title track, I assume Stay the Night's title track, is the last song on the album.
Yeah.
Usually you see it in
Yeah.
like the first song or second, third, whatever. Like usually it's up there, but this is literally 10, like last on the album play. So I didn't listen to the album all the way through, so I don't know if that was a good decision or not. But I just thought it was interesting because usually I look for the view counts to tell me what the highest
Yeah.
or the listen counts to tell me what the title track is, and I was like, oh, why is it all the way down here? Anyway, yeah, I thought it was good. Yeah, it did feel like a step back from their previous release, but it was pretty true to their sound, and I think it wasn't bad. So yeah, 3.5 for me.
Melissa, do you want to go or do you want me
No,
to
you
go?
can go.
Okay. Anthony, it looks like Garrett did not agree that having that as the last song was the right choice because he was shaking his head
Oh,
after you
really?
said that, so that was funny. I also rated this a K 3.5. I thought it was like pretty good, and this is actually my first time seeing this group, so I actually
Mm.
have not heard anything from this group, have not seen them before, so a good way to start off though, honestly. Like it was really interesting. I love how at the beginning, like it just like the whole thing looks like it was like a movie, or it started out as being like a movie, where it was like somewhere in like Miami, Florida. Or I forgot the exact city state, but that was really cool. Um, I really love the rapping. I agree with you, Garrett. Really, really cool to see that, especially from like a girl group too. I think they executed that really well. Really love like their outfits, like especially like the one where like their white outfits when they came in, it was kind of like a little
Mm.
posse, like they're like coming in like
Yeah.
yeah, like
Yeah.
girl boss like takeover type of thing. So that was cool. And then I did also like the to be continued part two. That would be really cool if that led into like something else. So that's awesome. And then on like a side note, it was funny because when I searched up like VVS, like Stay the Night, like there's another song called like there's a song called VVS from a Show Me the Money like season like 9.
Yes.
And I was like, wait a second, I really like this song. So then I ended up watching that after I watched this FET. And I was like, it was just like really nostalgic, but that was fun. And I don't remember, was it Garrett you saying that like you were maybe gonna look into Show Me the Money? I
Yeah,
forgot.
yeah, that was me.
Okay. Because I was like, yeah, it was either Garrett or Spencer that said that. I remember like who. But yeah, that song was like really fun because it was like melodic but also fun at the same time. Anyways, that was just funny how I was like, oh wait, there's a
Like
song
Yeah.
called
last.
Yeah.
yeah. So that was fun. And then another thing I noticed as well, I was like typing in like Stay the Night and I was like, oh, interesting. The S is like a dollar sign. And then after watching the whole thing, I was like, oh, I understand why there's a dollar sign and the S. And yeah, I'll definitely have to check out like the rest of the album too and see how that is. So yeah,
Yeah.
but K 3.5 would be my rating just off of the first listen.
Yeah, check out their first album because we've all kind of echoed that like
Mhm.
the first album was good or even, better in some of our opinions. So from
Okay.
the first album, I really liked the song Facts. Like I was replaying that song
Oh,
a
like
lot.
FAX?
FACT dollar sign.
Oh,
Mhm.
wow, dollar. It's just a
A lot of
continuing
dollar signs.
It's a
trend.
motif. It's a
Their
motif.
next
Yeah.
one is gonna
Yeah.
have another dollar sign
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one is a really good song. It's all about like being rich. So I don't know. It's just like a fun theme.
That's facts.
Yes.
Pull up in the... Yeah, that's a good song.
Yes, it's a really good song. And that one you can hear them sing more than rap.
Mm-hmm.
So that one is really cool. But okay, my rating is a K3. My favorite line from the song is "I'm down in Florida because I got the keys." When I heard that, I was like, "Oh,
Okay.
that was hard." That was really good. Also, "Now let me go and buy the store." I was like, "Oh man, yeah,
Okay. Cash.
so rich." But yeah, I said good, but not as good as previous. And I thought the storyline was interesting, just very different than a typical K-pop music video. So I hope that makes them stand out and gets more people interested. Like, I mean, Garrett's a perfect case for that. So, and now he's gonna ult them. So, yeah, they definitely drew him in.
Mhm.
But yeah, just like I think if I had to pick a favorite off the album, it would also be Bottles. Is that what it's called? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm surprised you picked Bottles too.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good
It's good,
song.
Yeah.
Now I definitely have to listen to that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. Not as good as their first album, but if I had to
Mhm.
pick a favorite, I would have picked that one. But yeah, just wishing them best of luck. I mean, like I can't wait to see what else they put out, especially with the to be continued music video. Like they obviously have something in the works, right? So, yeah, I don't know, they're pretty cool. I was looking through their K profiles. I think one of the members is Korean Australian. One of the members is Korean American. So, and they have a podcast too, actually. So
What?
maybe we should check
Mm.
out their podcast. It's on YouTube.
Yeah, maybe we should have them guest.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
what if we did? Wait, because they're from a really small company. I would not be surprised if like.
I
Now we
would.
gotta
Dude,
reach
that
out
would be
earlier.
crazy.
That's all good. I'd be a little surprised, but you know,
Oh,
crazy.
should I
stranger things
reach
have happened.
out to them?
Why
Yeah,
not?
You should.
Yeah,
We
you
could
should,
do,
why
like a freestyle session and like we're all freestyle with them. That'd be cool.
I don't want to freestyle.
Ooh.
I'm not that good.
Okay,
You
Garrett,
freestyle,
you're
Garrett.
nominated, Garrett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, do
Garrett's
I
a
Rap battle
Korean?
with
Do I do rap
BBS.
Korean
That's
too?
crazy.
Okay,
Oh
I'll
my
reach out to
gosh.
them and see.
Mhm.
That would be crazy.
How good is their English? Do you know?
I don't know. I haven't watched. I
Well,
mean,
we're gonna have to
so
break
their
out the
CEO is like a
Hummer.
white guy apparently.
Oh man,
Mm.
that's crazy.
He's like this white guy that has done a lot of stuff with other K-pop companies, and he started his own company.
Mm,
But I mean, a lot of their raps in English, so I wouldn't be
That is
surprised if
true.
they're
Yeah.
pretty good at it.
that is true.
So
Mhm.
okay,
What's the name of their podcast?
I don't know if they have a name. I read, so basically I like read a Reddit post about their podcast. Somebody
Okay.
was recommending people to listen to their podcast. And then when I was looking up,
VVs and CCs.
What
this
is it?
VVs and CCs.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, like VV apostrophe S and CC apostrophe S. That's
Is
what
that
it
their
looks
like fandom name?
Is it?
Or what is their
I can't even tell.
I have no.
Yeah, see, this is their CEO.
Uh-huh.
So I guess they speak to him in English.
Well, there you go. They last posted 12 days ago. Vamos.
Yeah.
I was.
I wonder. Uh-huh.
Oh, I know you. I didn't want to like downplay them. Not downplay them, but like keep them on the download. But I was gonna tell Spencer. I was like, I hope that they kind of stay like low key and not get that big.
Bro
so
wants to
that-
gatekeep.
Yeah. Well, cause I want like another concert that me and Spencer went to, like BM's concert, and like he
Yeah.
had his whole rap concert, and like it was a very small venue, and like it was kind of like the one where we could all go up to the stage and like
Those are always the best.
yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yes.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Totally know how you feel on that. I actually went to see side thing, but like an intimate concert. Like I went to see Young Posse, and that was really cool because I was like pretty
Oh.
close to the front up there. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
that was fun.
I
But
feel
yeah, I feel you. The intimate venues, I'm just like, yeah, can you just stay like this little group?
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
right. No, literally.
Like, I want you to be successful, but I also want to be able to see you so you're not far away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, uh the first concert I went to of Idols was at like a smaller venue in uh oh Deep Ellum in Dallas, and that one, it was standing room only. There were no seats, and so there were a lot of people. Like, I mean, not like a ton of people. There were a lot of people, and so I wasn't like super close to the stage or whatever. But it was like um we had like an inner, like it was to the point where like the people around us, there was like some on stage whatever, like event or on stage thing where they were going to do like a dance battle or whatever, and the people around us yelled for Mian to do it, and they made Mian do it because we were loud enough. So that was cool. Like, that couldn't happen at like a Twice concert, like
Right.
realistically, for example, right? Or even at a Idol concert nowadays. Like, the Idol
Mhm.
concerts, they've just gone to such bigger and bigger venues, right? Because, I mean, by necessity, their demand is getting higher, and so that sort of thing can't happen anymore. But yeah, I completely agree that, like, I mean, some of my favorite concerts have been like going to see Pixie or Purple Kiss or
Mm.
things like that, where they're in smaller, like, couple hundred people venue, and that's always my favorite experience too.
Yeah, I can't find an email address for them, so I'll just have to DM them on Instagram, I think. But we'll see what happens. Watch
Fingers
nothing happen.
crossed.
Yeah.
We can only try. Garrett's gonna be
Mhm.
like starstruck if we have him on.
Yeah, he's not gonna be able to say anything. He's just gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, they're actually here."
I'm gonna be like Shinigami Paul and his obsession with
Yeah,
Young
Yeah,
Young
Posse.
young
Posse.
posse.
yeah.
Yeah.
Why just get invited? We're not gonna even do a video call. We're all gonna be invited to the studio.
That's right.
That'd be
Fly to
That's
crazy.
facts.
Korea.
Fly us out. Yep.
Mhm.
We'll be the
Yeah.
guests. That's funny.
All right, well, now let's crescendo onto the best song on the playlist, in
Ah,
my opinion. Our next song to review, Crescendo by NMIXX. Dude, wow. The vocals, I don't know. Ever since like Blue Valentine, I feel like I've been missing out on the group. Like, I mean, Dice was good. I mean, that was like way back when they started, but I just feel like I never really kept up with them in their sound. But ever since Blue Valentine, I just love hearing them. I was like, they sound so amazing, especially since like debut. Their vocals have just gotten better over time. But I think what I really like the most is just like the great use of silence to enhance the like musical experience, especially if you're in a dark room with your eyes closed and you're just like listening to the like pauses. That's, I don't know, just reverberates, I guess, for me. Um like to me, I thought the best songs from their, I forgot what the album was called, but the Blue Valentine album was Game Face and Blue Valentine, and I think this is a great like kind of follow up to those. Like, this could be placed in that same. If you made a album with those three songs, it would be very cohesive. Um, so yeah, I would rate the song a K5, and this is just like an interesting side note for me, I guess. But and I guess you could say this about literally every song that's ever been created. But for some reason, I feel like they use the exact same instruments as Blue Valentine, but they just use them in like a different order or like a different way. Um, but I don't know if
yeah. I mean, I guess you
like
could say that to like the entire rock genre.
yeah.
I mean, I
Yeah,
feel
which
like
is
they
what
just
I'm
use the same instruments in different
yeah,
ways.
I
Yeah,
know,
but
which is
I get what you're saying though, for
it's
sure.
like such a
Especially when it's like specific elements like this that they could reuse. It's more obvious, as
mhm,
opposed to the entire genre being built on a guitar, a bass, vocals, drums.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I see, I guess it's just because I feel like in K-pop, sounds change drastically between comebacks, like instruments used, way things are structured and everything.
Yeah.
But I mean, they still have that like core sound that makes up their identity. But to go from Blue Valentine to this, use like just has such a level of similarity that's just I feel like it's not used often in K-pop. But yeah, I don't know. I really enjoyed this song, and I can't wait for the EP to be released.
I'll follow up with my quick thoughts because I gave the song a K4. Yeah, I think NMIXX's like uniqueness doesn't really fail. I think that their use of their rhythm switch ups, their funky instrumental elements, obviously their heavenly vocals. It's always, I think, really well executed when it's coming from NMIXX. I'm happy with how their sound has developed over time. I'm happy that we've gone from OO and Dice. They were similar, like in energy, I guess, but they're they were more built on the shock factor of having like basically two songs in one song, right? Of having a very hard beat switch up and then returning back at the end, or making a variation of the theme or what have you. And now things still feel unique and identifiable as NMIXX in the same way that OO and Dice made those things identifiable as NMIXX. But I feel like now they're kind of building on a more specific style rather than just mashing together styles and switching things up mid-song and having that being their identifying characteristic. So I'm appreciative of that, and I think that they're doing a great job, and I rated this song a K4, and I think that it's right. So those are my thoughts.
Okay, so I rated the song a K3. I think it's respectable. It's a little bit out there for me in terms of like the songs that I like to listen to. Honestly, this is my first time watching like an NMIXX music video. I may have heard like clips from maybe it was Blue Valentine. I don't know, but maybe it was something circulating on like Instagram or whatever. But I haven't seen the group before. At the very beginning, like in the music video, like the scene like on the bed where she was kind of like contorting her body, that was a little bit creepy. And then like, but like overall, like it was very like the music video was very like fairy tale fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was really interesting. They looked very angelic. And I don't know, just shiny was like one of the words that I like wrote down. But and one scene that made me laugh was when they were playing like tug of war with her hair. I didn't even
Yeah.
realize at first that it was her hair, and then they zoomed back over to her, and I was like, oh, that's her hair. Um, but like they all looked like really pretty, and like it's a very like I think the concept itself is really unique and really cool. So really cool music video too. And then I got curious and I was like, oh, because in the music video I don't like they showed some dance like choreography but not as much. So I was curious about what the choreo would look like, and so the video next to that was like a stage practice. And then I was like, oh, they're actually singing like live, like in that video they're actually singing live
Yeah,
in it, and
yeah,
I was
NMIXX is
really impressed.
crazy.
Yeah, I was really
Yeah.
impressed. I was like, the only member that I really recognized was Haewon, and it's not even because of NMIXX, it's because like I've watched some other like YouTube videos, like Workman, one of
Mm-hmm.
my favorite YouTube series, and then like she was on there at once, and she had like some other music videos, and all I've seen of her are just really like meme stuff, really funny
Wait, what?
memes
Yeah.
and whatever. Yeah, and
Yeah.
so I'm just like, I was like, whoa, this is like a really different like view, like
Yes.
Haewon as
Yes.
an idol. So really impressed by her vocal, like her live like vocal. And then
Mm-hmm.
Lily was the other girl. I had to like search it up, but also really really strong like vocal there. And I
Yeah.
loved the choreo, how like there are many parts where it was just like pairs. They
No,
had like different
yes,
interactions
yes.
with the like duos, and that was really cool. But yeah, overall I would say K3, it's respectable. It's a really unique like song, and just like I think the choreography and the like music video, I think it did capture that really well. So
I I don't remember that you bring up Lily and Haewon's vocals. I recommend going and finding their pre-debut cover of Survivor. They do
oh,
not an acapella, but they do a vocal duet of
okay,
the song Survivor by I think Destiny's Child. I think were the
gotcha.
original writers, but yeah, no, that like impeccable tone matching harmonies. Like if you want to rave about their vocals, like definitely go listen to that cover. It's like 2 minutes, and it's I go back to it all the time, just because of how talented they are.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks for that recommendation. I'll put that down.
I gave the song a K 4.5. I'm still debating, but uh, I I really enjoyed the music over the vocals. I thought it was something a little bit different compared to all songs nowadays where they just try to create like a catchy tune or whatnot. It was bringing me back to my days of like whenever we watched like Interstellar,
Mhm.
or the music sounded pretty like surreal, and I agree with Spencer that I enjoyed the incorporation of cutting out the music and like bring it back in a couple times. I was eager to hear Anthony's thoughts on it because he said he doesn't like those breaks or pauses, I believe.
When it's a music video interrupting the song, yes. When it's a song utilizing it as an element and like expecting it and building upon it, that's fine.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And I oh, I was saying it was definitely like a work of art rather than like trying to be like popular or go for uh what do you call it, virality. I don't know, it's not a word. But
I think it is.
It
I
is
think
a
it
word.
is. Yeah.
oh, okay.
You're the goat. Yeah.
It's me. I mean,
It's
what? Yeah.
What? Was that some foreshadowing there?
Oh, I don't know. But yeah, K4.5 is a great song. I mean, I also agree with Spencer. It's been a while since I've listened to NMIXX, so I'm glad I have another song because I haven't heard of really too much listen to them since their debut. So they have a great song.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, I'll have to close this out with a lower rating. I rated this a K2. Just not really my style, and I think like something I value is like being able to sing along, and this song was just so artistic. Like I can appreciate it's so artistic and well done, and not like what Garrett was saying, like not trying to be catchy or viral, that like then that makes it hard for me to remember how it goes, and like I can't really sing
Yeah.
along to it. So it's a double-edged sword, I guess. But I thought the music video was really cool and definitely very different than other K-pop music videos. And there were just instances where they would like stare into the camera really, I don't know, just like very different angles, and I don't know, just very artistic. So yeah, I guess that's just the only note I had. Cool MV though. That's like it. So um but let's who's doing the ILLIT one? Oh, it's me. Um
I was like, that's not like Melissa Ann to forget. That is written down on our documents. Oh.
Yeah,
Great
it's
job.
me. Oh my gosh, automatic K5. I already knew from the teasers it would be a K5 for me. Seeing kind of a trend with Hybe, like Celebration by La Seraphim and Pinky Up by Cat's Eye, like they're just going for the the very like party songs, which I love. I just like love how 2015 to 16 dance pop is coming back ish. I don't know, just like more upbeat and energetic songs are back. I've always wanted a song that leans into K-pop jargon. So when they were like talking about your bias and your fave and your idol, I was like, yes, like finally a song that like not mocks it, but like just like plays into it, and just kind of like makes it fun. And I thought the scene in the Chinese restaurant was very unique. I've never seen a K-pop music video shot in a Chinese restaurant. At least I'm trying to think. Not a restaurant, I don't think. Um and then I thought the scene where they had the camera on the Lazy Susan and the Lazy Susan turns, and like that's how I was like that's so brilliant. Like that was such a unique shot. But yeah, I have been trying to get back into like running more, and so having It's Me followed by Celebration, followed by, like, some John Summit, who's, like, a DJ that I really like, and then, like, some BTS. I don't know, it's just been, like, a really, really good, like, energetic running playlist for me, and I love just starting it off with this song, so, yeah, again, this is a K5 for me.
Okay, for me, I would say it's a K3. Like I don't think it would be forgettable because like I could see it being catchy, but like it's still a little bit kind of out there for me. I'm not
Mm.
sure. Um, the um, what's I'm like trying to like read my notes and I don't even know what I wrote there. But like um so the one thing I noticed is in the MV the It's Me dress was really interesting. Like
Oh,
one of the
yeah.
members had the It's Me dress. I was like, "Oh, so interesting." And then later on in the MV, she's actually standing in front of a like billboard that says It's Me. And I was like, "Oh, cool. It's like all matching like together." I didn't expect the kind of like taekwondo outfits that they
Oh,
had there.
yeah,
It's
those
kind
were
of like
Mm.
taekwondo,
cool.
but like also kind of like girly, so they kind of like
Mhm.
combine that, which was cool. The talking fish was interesting. Like I was like, wait, what's going on? Um, and then just the thought that I had was like the music video and the song in general just feels very like internet coded. That's probably not even like a term, but it just
Oh.
felt very like
You made it a
um
term. Emily
yeah.
popularized it.
Like I don't know, like it just seemed like it was kind of like a younger generation
Mm.
like kind of vibe. So very interesting for sure, and I agree, Melissa. I think the music video was really unique using that like Chinese restaurant, the Lazy Susan thing, like really, really cool. And one thing I noted is that it's also very different from their like previous song, like I'm Not Cute Anymore. I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
whoa, this
Yeah.
is very different from that.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that I noticed. But oh, okay. The note I was trying to decipher that I wrote was that like at the beginning, like I feel like the music video just kind of like jumped out like right at you because like it was like
Hmm.
lots of like different shots like spinning in a circle and
Mhm.
whatnot. But really interesting music video. Just so many things like going on. And the song itself, like yeah, I do think Melissa, like compared to like Celebration or other different songs, like it definitely gives that vibe too. So
Mhm. Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, I kind of I agree. I rated it K3 at all. I don't know. I guess I just when I would like first listened to clips of it on Instagram and then watched the music video, I instantly went to the comment sections for like both, and I realized that, or at least the comments that were like at the top for me, were like pretty negative, and I was like, I don't understand what everybody's like. I mean, I understand it's different from like Magnetic or It's Me, um, but I'm like, it's not a bad song, like, it's still pretty good, so I think that's why I rated it K3. I think other people's opinions kind of hampered mine before I could make
It's
a complete decision, which is a little unfortunate, but to be honest, I don't think it'll be higher than K3. It's something that, um, I would like to listen to every once in a while, but not all the time, so it's definitely just like what you said, Melissa Ann, it's, like, so fun to just have a play with all of the, like, jargon that we use, like, so
yeah.
often and in our podcasts, it's just really cool to, like, see him play into that.
Mhm.
Um, just some food for thought, though, I guess, is, like, some comments I saw that because Blackpink did this with Jump, that, like, Hybe is now following all of that, and I love this kind of, like, sound and, like, dance party club, like, music. But I wonder, like, if all of this was planned ahead of time and not brought about just because Blackpink did it. Like, I don't know. I would hate to have that like theory kind of like be as a result, but I don't know. Still, like the song itself is good, K3. So I enjoyed it.
Garrett. What do you think, Garrett?
Well, I'm gonna just add to that train that it's also K3. Uh, is good and catchy. I think some of the lyrics can be better. It's not quite a song for me. Is I I agree with Spencer that I like their other songs better than it. It's pretty different. When I first watched the music video, I was like, "Oh my gosh, I should learn these dance moves. They're so good." And then I watched the Studio Tune version. I was like, "Oh, maybe not." I think they portrayed like the dancing and like more cinematic shots to make it look really cool, but when you just watch it, I'm like, oh, maybe not. So, but yeah, pretty good. It's all right. It's definitely not for me.
You make it sound like it should be like a K2 or something.
Yeah, I might be downplaying it a bit, but I mean, I guess I'll keep my rating high because it's ILLIT. You can't go down that bad.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think on that note, that's what I would say to ILLIT is that it's not you, it's me.
It's me. Yeah.
I literally the first thing I wrote down was what happened to my ILLIT. It was just this was not a welcome change for
Oh
me.
no.
It's like actually insane how much I prefer their other softer and cuter sounds.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't like the "Who's your bias? I'm your bias" was just annoying to me. It wasn't.
Oh.
It wasn't like it was annoying, and the song is too short to do anything with it really, and it's or really have it not be as dominating as a theme. So like either way, you kind of slice it. I rated this a K2. Maybe it's more alike to a K1, but I don't I don't know. I think maybe I drank the haterade this morning
The
or something
haterade.
because I felt the same way about Celebration. I felt because you made that connection, and I'm like, yeah, I kind of didn't like Celebration either. I kind of like, but then again, I think back and I'm like, that's how I felt about Anti-Fragile. I was like, I thought Anti-Fragile was garbage when it first came out, and then it ended up being like my number 5 song of that year or something. So I don't know. I don't think this is going to be a number 5 song of the year. I'll just go out and say that. I don't think that's going to have a comeback like that. And yeah, I mean, just with how much I would rather them continue their ILLIT sound that I like, they're magnetic, they're not cute anymore, they're like these kind of things that kind of gave them a name, gave them a place at the table, and I mean it was building off of a lot of like New Jeans' success, I think, where I think everyone wouldn't, I don't think anyone would argue against this, that New Jeans' success kind of saw a shift in how music is created in the sphere, like at large. I think a lot of people tried to copy that success story. And I think ILLIT is part of that, but I also think ILLIT has enough of their own sound and their own style that it becomes like I'm listening to them for ILLIT. I'm not listening to them for how they try to be New Jeans. But this is neither of those things. And this is not something that I am going to be listening to. So
Dang.
apologies, my bad. I guess with the ying's got to come a little bit of yang. So Melissa Ant's K5's got to be. I mean, usually it's the other way, right? Usually we're balancing each other out the other way.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, I think I'll just kind of wait for their next release. That's kind of how I feel about it.
Have you listened to the rest of the EP though?
Nope.
Because their other songs are more magical.
Actually, I did listen to Pawpaw.
Yeah.
Pawpaw was okay.
Okay.
And I haven't listened to the other ones, but
Okay.
I was actually, I don't know why I lied, because yes, I did click through some of their other songs in the EP because I was like, is it all like this? I was like,
yeah.
are we really
yeah.
like making this big of a diversion? And it wasn't. But yeah, not my favorite. In fact, my least favorite title track from ILLIT for sure. So
Okay.
we'll see.
Well,
Yeah.
I think that will wrap up our song reviews today. But I loved how we talked about like so many different parts of the music video that we loved, because that is a great segue into our discussion topic today, where we will be describing our perfect music video. So we have lots of inspiration material today
Yes.
about things that we like and don't like. So I'll go first. I guess my perfect music video is more like musical style, where the entire music video will be shot like one shot. So like the camera moves from like scene to scene, and you have to do everything in one shot. Like if you mess
Yeah.
up, you got to restart at 0 seconds. Um, So yeah, lots of dancing and singing throughout the environment. Um, and the environment, like the place that my music video takes place is in an abandoned nuclear power facility.
Okay.
So
Okay.
like so imagine them like I guess kind of in like apocalyptic uh clothes with like nuclear green like accents throughout,
Okay.
and
Okay.
then like it's kind of an explosive music video where they're like starting in the control room with all the buttons, and then you have like the glass with
Oh.
like the big open silo behind them, and then it's like transitioning them through like to the through the hallways to like the silo floor, and then like the ending scene is when they're like in the like on the bottom floor, and it's like super open, and like for Anthony's K5 rating, we'll say it in the music video, there's like additional sounds where they're like their voices and the music are like kind of echoing throughout the like silo, so it's like an echo chamber. But that won't be in the Spotify version. So
Okay. Okay.
yeah, I don't know. Oddly specific, but yeah, abandoned nuclear power facility, musical style, all in one shot.
Have
So
Wow.
you
yeah.
seen like Russian Ark or Lost in London or any movies that are filmed in one take?
Mm-mm. I
Mm.
saw Adolescence, which is like they're 1 hour episodes shot in one
All in one.
take.
Okay. I
Yeah,
was gonna
but
say
they're
like
like 4 episodes.
Haunting of Hill House, for example, also is a
Mm,
Netflix series, horror series. Recommend to anybody out there who, if you like horror at all, like I think it's one of the best horror series. Um, but it has an episode, I think episode 6 or something, that has
mm,
like 4 shots. Like most of the episode is all one shot in
Wow.
a funeral home. And I'm like, I agree that is a very, very cool filming technique, and just the amount of like rehearsal and trust
yeah.
and everything that would go into making something like that. Even for something like a music video, where a music video, it's not going to be as long, right? But there are probably going to be a lot of moving parts, and you have to sync it so perfectly with the music. And yeah, so that's definitely an interesting concept, a cool concept that I would also like to see. Um, I didn't write down any like concrete like I want this job. This is my perfect music video, right? But I kind
Yeah.
of just thinking about like what I like in music videos. Um, and I don't know if I even have one definitive answer, because I like emotional storytelling. Um, I like the storytelling elements, and it makes me like, when it's done really well, it really makes me emotional, and it kind of makes me appreciate the song itself more, because I can't like listen to the song without thinking about its attached, music video or something like that. Those are really cool, but admittedly, and if I'm honest, I think that I don't pay attention to the stories a lot of the time.
Hmm.
When I'm watching a music video, I think a lot of the time when I'm watching a music video, I'm just watching for the visuals.
Hmm.
Just like cool sets, cool costume design. You know, uh, I think things like Espa drama come to mind. Just very, very strong color themes, and very beautiful style of their outfits, but also how they do their hair, and however, like, it's either red hair, black hair, and it's like those two colors are just so prominent throughout the entire music video. That's super cool. um oh man, there's another music video that I talked about in another episode, where the whole song is, or the whole music video is kind of showing like a like trainee story of like a trainee going to school or whatever, and then going and dedicating all their time to practicing choreography wherever they can. Going, and they do like the group
Yes.
gets split up into like a 2 group that they end up like on a survival show, and they're like battling their dances and like all this kind of stuff.
Which one was that?
I can't remember. I don't know why I'm blanking so much, but I remember me saying I really liked it, and you saying
Yeah.
that you really did not like it.
Yeah.
um, but like, that's the kind of, it's an example of storytelling. Yeah, some viewer who has watched all of our episodes, I'm sure you're the real one.
Comment down below.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, maybe I'll try to look for that while y'all talk. But I think for me, drama is like an example of if I had to pick a style for a music video of something that I would like and something that is, enjoyable but can be enjoyed on its own, but also enhances the song. I think that something with such striking visuals, color coordination, highlighting choreography, like the point move of like when they're all on the billboard and it said like you were talking about the billboard saying whatever, but they, standing on the billboard with drama and they're doing their like this key dance move or whatever with their silhouettes, like really cool imagery like that is what makes a music video for me. So that's probably where I'd go.
I think for me, I am always thinking of like, if I showed this music video to a non-K-pop fan, how easy would it be for them to digest, and like would they like it? So like I like a lot of enough solo shots where I can be like, okay, that member exists. Like sometimes they cut away too fast from each member, but I like it when they like linger a little bit more. So I'm thinking of like Lemon Drop by ATEEZ. I think does a really good job of like having a lot of individual shots that stay just long enough so you can be like, okay, that's Sun, that's Songhwa, just like point them out. And then I like if they have the same hair color throughout the music video, because like I don't know if you noticed, like in It's Me, they changed at least one of the members changed to like a blonde wig and then switched back to like black hair and then switched back to blonde, and like that's confusing for people that are not into K-pop because they'll be like, oh, that's like two different people. Like I remember first getting into K-pop and not even realizing that like people could change their hair color in a single music video. Like that was just so foreign to me. But now you get used to it over time, but like it's just hard to show people, and like I want music videos to be like something I can share really easily, and it's like not weird or cringy. So I like music videos that are super colorful too. I feel like that's something that American music videos lack sometimes. It's just like all the colors. So that would be my ideal music video.
I feel like the most colorful music video that comes to mind for me is just Cosmic by Red Velvet.
Oh, I don't remember how that one goes. I was thinking of like either Fancy by Twice or Secret Story of the Swan by IZ*ONE.
Okay, well, I guess I'll go next because Garrett like scooted out of the frame. So, anyway, okay. Also, Spencer, I think it's really cool that you basically like devised like an actual music video, very detailed and very specific. I think that's really neat. When I like saw the question, I thought a bit more of like, I guess like Anthony and Melissa just kind of like putting together like, oh, what are my favorite elements of like music videos that I like or things like that. But I think it's really neat that you made it so specific. So that's awesome. I would say I agree with Anthony. I also like a really good story, especially like unexpected endings. For example, like Cold by like Young Posse. Like that one was crazy.
Yeah.
Do you remember One Shot by BAP?
Yes.
Like
that was sad.
Music video. You want to talk about like a storytelling music video or whatever? Like that's a cool music video.
Also, that's such a major throwback. But yes, that is so good. And then there's a song by K. Will. I think Melissa, it's called like Please Don't.
Yes.
And it's a crazy plot twist. If y'all have not seen that music video, you need to like watch it. I actually ended up watching it like when I was answering this question. I was like, let me just watch it real quick again. But Melissa, did you know that there's actually a sequel after that?
Yes.
Apparently they released another thing, which I should watch the sequel part. But anyways, I think the storyline, when it matches really well with the music, like with the song, the lyrics and everything, it just is more cohesive and makes it more memorable in a way. So yeah, love a really good story. If there is choreo, I like to be able to like see it and not just for
Mm.
like 1 second. Like I want to be able
Yeah,
to see like
yeah,
the whole like the point choreo just like very clearly.
Yes,
So
yes.
that's
yeah,
sometimes one of my big pet peeves. It's like, okay, these cinematic shots are really great, but like, come on, I want to see like the full thing. So, good thing there are usually like dance practices and things like that where you can
yeah,
see the
yeah.
whole thing. But I also do really like cool and creative transitions. And I think Spencer, what you mentioned about like that like one take type of thing is also really cool as well. And I like it whenever like the music video itself is very like cohesive. So like there's a
Mm.
common
Hmm.
theme, it's not just
Yeah.
jumping around here and there and it doesn't really like it makes sense, like just making sure it's cohesive. Um, when I think of like cinematic, like I don't know, one of the things that I just thought of was like Save Me by BTS. I
Oh
really,
yeah.
really like that song and I think the music video was really pretty as well. But yeah, I don't know. I think I tend to maybe like music videos that have some sort of nature element to it. I
Hmm.
don't know. But that makes it kind of cool. But I also think like for the music video, it also depends on like what the song is as well. 'Cause like not all like like songs maybe have like a good story that can be attached to it.
Yeah,
Like for
yeah.
example, like if we're talking about like It's Me, like I'm not really sure like if we can put a story to that one.
Yeah,
Maybe,
yeah.
but yeah, so yeah, I think it's exclusive to the song too, but I am drawn to more of like the I guess like cinematic nature type of things, and I agree with Melissa that I like to be able to see certain members um and like see their faces, especially if it's a new group, so I can be like, oh yeah, like the guy with like this hair or like
Mm-hmm.
with this
Hmm.
outfit or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
for like cohesiveness too. And I think it's interesting how you said like how people won't be like cringed out by it, but like I immediately just thought of some like cringy like music videos from the past, like what was that one? It was like Catalina Orange
Oh,
Caramel.
orange
Yeah,
caramel,
where they're
yeah.
like
Oh,
sushi.
yeah.
That one was
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
really fun. And then Just Right by Got Seven, where they're like super
Yes.
small and stuff. And then Red Velvet has some crazy like music videos, but also like really cool. Um, but yeah, it's interesting for sure. I would say like for like new like K-pop fans, like you gotta give it like more than just one music video watch,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta watch some other things too, because there
Mm-hmm.
might be some crazy things out there. But there's some good stuff too. So yeah, but overall, honestly, like watching like just I feel like there's not or there's like I feel like K-pop itself, like they maybe like started the trend of having like certain like cinematic music videos with choreo and like things like that. Like I feel like that's not something that was really common for other, I guess like music genres or things like that, or not commonly seen. But it's actually really exciting that like, hey, when this group releases a song, there will most likely be a music video with it. So
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of
Hmm.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, Garrett, are you there? He's been- okay, he's been summoned
Sorry, I
back.
got a work call.
Oh
So sorry
no.
about
Is it
that.
Uh,
urgent?
No
Uh,
worries.
no, I just had to make a few phone calls.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Uh,
Well, good timing.
It's
Welcome
your
back.
turn now, and then we'll wrap up the
yeah.
episode.
Hmm.
yeah. Well, I would say that like see through would be like kind of like my ideal video. I really enjoyed like all the cinematic shots and the different like film qualities. Uh, I would say that like I don't really like the CGI that a lot of music videos have, and I want like more of like the original mixed with like the storytelling from uh, Stay Through the Night, like creating a movie. That'd be
Mm.
pretty cool.
Mm. Hmm.
And I like the action and the different costumes. I don't not too
Anthony found
big.
it.
I did.
What is it?
Tick Tick Boom by Classy.
Oh,
It was
wow.
I had to go back to episode 10 of season 1, and at 1 hour, a minute, and 4 seconds in, I say it.
Wait, so I thought you were looking so you found it through our episodes?
Sorry, I'm sorry, Garrett. I'm sorry that I completely I looked through my 2025 and 2024
Oh.
Spotify playlists. I
Mhm.
couldn't find anything that rang a bell. I went through all of my YouTube liked videos and I couldn't find any of the music video in the liked videos. So then I looked through our YouTube channel, Multi-Life Podcast, but we only started posting that in season 2.
Right,
And so there
right.
was I knew that we had a discussion about music videos, like whatever.
Oh.
So then I
Yeah,
go to
yeah.
our Spotify, see our episode 10, music videos do's and don'ts. I click through that. I went to like 40 minutes in and I just started searching
Yeah.
until I heard our old transition in between
Oh,
the
yeah.
sections, right? And then I went through until I started talking and I said I really like Classy's Tick Tick Boom.
Oh, wow.
And that is the music video that I was talking about, where they have it's like a 5-minute long, very, it kind of talks about trainee life and
Mhm.
and I say talks about it, more shows than tells, but anyway. Apologies,
Sorry,
Garrett.
Garrett.
I was very disrespectful to you, but I just was very excited that I found it.
No, that's all right. I mean, I'm not too big of a music video person anyways, so I'm not too, well, I say I'm not too picky, but then like I always talk about what I don't like in a music video. But I like most of the songs I listen to anyways, or like any of this stuff. I really only watch the MVs for like the podcast, but like when I listen to new K-pop songs, I only listen on Spotify, and
Mm,
I don't even really watch MVs unless somebody's like, "Oh, you should watch it" or something. So
okay.
I don't even know if I can even really have an opinion because I'm just describing what I would want versus like, what I guess what would be good or anything like that. So yeah.
That's the point. We want what you want.
Yeah.
Yes,
What do I want?
yes.
I just want a very good like album cover on Spotify. That's all I
Put
want.
all the budget into the Photoshop work of
Exactly.
putting together a great album art.
Like I wanted to talk about the VVS like T single cover. Like that was so clean. You had smoke,
Oh,
you
wait,
had
what?
like a gun, and then you had a glass of tea. Like
Oh, yes,
that
yes.
was
Yes,
so
yeah.
cool with tea in the
Wait, I
middle.
just looked that up. That does look really cool. Looks like a
Yeah, I
movie
know.
poster.
It
Yeah.
even's got the explicit advisory.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how you
Parental
know that's gonna
advisory.
be
Yeah.
a great song.
That's exactly right.
Even though the songs themselves aren't explicit on
Yeah,
that
Yeah.
exactly.
single.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
funny.
is the diamond like, okay, maybe I'm just really late to the party. I guess that gem is like their group emblem
Yeah.
Yes.
because it's
Yeah.
in all of their
Because it's like
Oh.
VVS.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Mhm.
Do you see it
Oh, yeah,
on the
yeah.
top corner? It's two V's.
Oh, it's a VVO, is it?
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay.
Hop on the bias train.
I'm smelling what you're stepping in. Okay, great.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would spend my whole budget on the album cover instead of
Maybe like the
Excellent.
album cover is like a comic book, and you can like read the story.
Oh.
Wait,
Ooh.
Melissa, you're
Cool.
cooking with that.
Okay, y'all. Thank y'all so much thank you, Emily, for being on our podcast. This was a really, really fun
Thanks for
episode. I
joining.
feel like
We
you
liked
just
you
fit
here so
right
much
in.
we went 20 minutes
Aw.
over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you all so much for your time. I really appreciated it. It was really fun, and I actually really enjoyed like just sitting down and just like watching a music video and making notes about it. I have, like
Yes.
my little notebook. I jotted out
That's
stuff, but
great. Very
that was
professional.
really enjoyable. And then one side thing I wanted to mention is I hope Garrett and Spencer all had fun at the Twice concert.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we meant to talk
My-
about
Yes, it was
that.
really
Yes.
good.
Yeah, my boyfriend and I went to because y'all went on the 17th, right? The Friday, like the first day
Yeah,
in
we went on
Austin.
Friday.
Okay, because
Yeah.
we went on the Saturday, so like the second
Mm.
day. But it was still really really fun. That was awesome. And then I'm looking forward to like seeing I'm actually gonna be seeing the Rose in when they go to the Dallas in June 8th. They're gonna be on hiatus, and I wanted to go see them before, so I was like, wait, this might be my last like chance actually. So
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I'm gonna see them,
The
and
FOMO
then
wins.
yeah, and then I'm gonna go see BTS in August when they're in Fort Worth. So really
Wow.
excited for that. So yeah, I've got like a couple different concerts and things lined up, because I'm like, usually in a year I maybe just go to one or none K-pop concert, just
Yeah,
concerts in
yeah.
general. But yeah, really excited. But yeah, thank you all for having me on. It was really fun, and just hope everyone enjoys listening as well. So
Yes, for
Yes, it
sure.
was fun.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
yes, thank you.
All right. Well, remember to go follow our Instagram at multilife.pod, and we'll see y'all next time. Bye.
Bye.